Hello children, how are you? How is your studies going on? Now, in our last module, we saw that the total mechanical energy remains constant, that we have seen. Also we saw that the elastic potential energy of a spring, that is 1 by 2 of kx square. Now today, what we are going to learn, that is the law of conservation of mechanical energy in a freely falling body. Law of conservation of mechanical energy. Mechanical energy. It is clear? This is our problem. So for this I am doing here, what I am saying that for to prove law of conservation of mechanical energy, dear children, suppose this is our earth. Say at a point C. Here I am taking a point A, in between a point B, and here is a point C. To illustrate the law further, let us calculate the kinetic energy, potential energy, and the total energy of a body falling freely under gravity. एक बॉडी यहाँ से गिर रही है यहाँ पर. At this point, I have to find out total energy. At this, in between of this, find out total energy, and at ground, find out total energy. Okay? Now, let m be the mass of a body held at a point A. Here, m be the mass of the body is being held at the point A. Now, at the height h, suppose this height is h, above the ground. As the body is at rest at A, body is at rest at A. Now, what is the potential energy and kinetic energy of the body? So at A, the potential energy of the body, that is at height h, so I can say mgh. Kinetic energy of the body, because initially the body is at rest, what is the formula of kinetic energy? 1 by 2 mv square. So I can say kinetic energy of the body is 0. So the total energy at the point A would be, that is total energy of the body, that is kinetic energy plus potential energy. Kinetic energy plus potential energy, that is 0 plus mgh. So this is equal to E at A is equal to mgh. This is our equation number 1. Okay. Now, at the point B, or I can say initially I have to find out at the point C. Here, at the point C, let the body be allowed to fall freely under gravity. It strikes the ground at C with a velocity say v. It strikes the ground with a velocity v. Okay. Now, at the point C, the kinetic energy of the body, that is kinetic energy at the point C, 1 by 2 mv square. But according to the third equation of motion, I can say, according to the third equation of motion, v square minus u square is equal to 2as. That is v square, initial velocity is 0, 2 acceleration is g, height is h. So v square is equal to 2gh. So kinetic energy would be 1 by 2 mv square, that is 2gh. That is again mgh. So this is the value of kinetic energy at the point C. This is the kinetic energy at the point C. Okay? But kinetic energy is there, so I can write here potential energy at the point C. the potential energy at the point C is 0. Potential energy at the point C is equal to 0. So the total energy at the point C, kinetic energy plus potential energy, that is mgh plus 0, that is mgh. This is our equation number 2. This is our equation number 2. Now at the point P, here in between we are taking another point, that is a point B. Okay, now at the point P, in free fall, let the body cross any point B with a velocity v1. Here is the velocity is v1. Okay, the velocity at the point B is equal to v1. So I can write here the kinetic energy of the body, or according to the third equation of motion, v square minus u square is equal to 2as. v1 square is equal to 2a, acceleration is g, and the distance from here to here, say I can say this distance is x, and that the remaining distance would be x minus x. So here 2gx. So v1 square comes out to be 2gx. So what is the kinetic energy? The kinetic energy at the point B, here, that is 1 by 2 mv1 square, that is 1 by 2 m v1 square, that is 2gx, that is mgx. Here is the kinetic energy. So this is the kinetic energy at the point B. Okay, so I can say, dear children, what is the potential energy? The potential energy at the point P, now see that potential energy at the point B, that is mgh. Height from here to here is h minus x. So the total energy at the point P would be kinetic energy plus potential energy, that is mgx plus mg into h minus x, that is mgx plus mgh minus mgx, cancelled. So here we are getting Eb is also equal to mgh. So what we observe from these three equations, 1, 2, 3, the total energy at A, at B and at C all are same. All values are same. So I can say, my dear children, the total energy of the body during free fall, total energy of the body, total energy of the body during free fall, here, during free fall remains constant in all position, remains constant. It is clear? Write down. The total energy of the body remains constant. Here I can say, right? Now, if I draw the figure of total energy versus distance, now I am going to draw a figure, a graph. See this, what is that? The total energy, here I am drawing a graph in this box. Here is the point A, here is the point C, here is energy, here is the position. Suppose this graph represents potential energy, so this graph represents kinetic energy. Here. This is potential energy. Here it is kinetic energy and this is total energy. The form of energy, however, keeps on changing. Potential energy increases, kinetic energy decreases. At the point A, energy is entirely potential energy. And at the point C, it is entirely kinetic energy. In between A and C, the energy is partially potential energy and partially kinetic energy. So the variation of energy you can see in this figure. Total mechanical energy stays constant at mgh throughout. Is that clear? So this is the graph in the total energy and position. Now dear my children, I am going to see some more different types of energy. A small article we are taking here, different forms of energy. Now let us see different forms of energy. Different forms of energy. Different forms of energy. First, heat energy. Heat energy possessed by the body by virtue of random motion of molecules of the body. When molecules of a body moving here and there like this, so heat will produce. So we can say, my dear children, here, we can say here, heat energy is the energy possessed by the body by virtue of random motion of molecules. Random motion of molecules of the body. molecules, molecules of the body. This is called heat energy. Is it clear? Now, another kind of energy that I can say is internal energy. Internal energy. It is a total energy possessed by the body by virtue of particular configuration of its molecule. Particular configuration of the molecules and also their random motion. That type of energy is called internal energy. Okay, so we can say the internal energy of a body is the sum of potential energy, kinetic energy of the molecules of the body. Okay, now the third type of energy, that is electrical energy. The third one is electrical energy. The flow of electric current causes that we have seen in 10th class. The flow of electric current causes bulbs to glow, fans to rotate and bells to ring. Fan rotate कर रहा है, bells to ring. All are due to the flow of electric current. That is called electrical energy. Then another kind of energy is chemical energy. Another kind of energy is called chemical energy. It arises from the fact that molecular participating in chemical reaction, molecular participating in the chemical reaction. When chemical reactions are going on, in the chemical reactions have different binding energy, that we will learn in 12th class. That is called chemical energy. Then some more energies are there, that is nuclear energy. Another kind of energy that we have to learn, that is nuclear energy. The nuclear energy, it is the energy obtainable from atomic nucleus. This energy obtained from atomic nucleus. This energy comes from atomic nucleus, and two different types of energy are nuclear fission. Nuclear fission involves splitting of a heavy nucleus. It involves the splitting of a heavy nucleus into two or more lighter nuclei. Into two or more lighter nuclei and produce huge amount of energy. Second one is nuclear fusion. In nuclear fusion involves fusing of two or more lighter nuclei. Fusing of two or more lighter nuclei. To form a heavy nucleus. So this is called nuclear fusion. So my dear children, these are the important different forms of energy. For our general knowledge point of view, we have to remember it. Then one more small thing, that is mass energy equivalence. That is according to the Einstein. For our old physics, mass and energy are the two separate physical quantities. In an isolated system, mass is constant and energy also too remains constant. Okay? In an isolated system. So in the year 1905, Einstein made a discovery that energy can be transformed into mass and vice versa. Mass can be transferred into energy. So one can be obtained at the cost of the other. That is mass and energy. So mass energy equivalence relation put by Einstein is E is equal to mc square. M, that is mass that disappears, E is that energy that appears, and C is the velocity of the light. Okay? My dear children, this is all about today. Some more article of this chapter we will do later on. Bye.